Welcome to Disc and Deal's coverage of the 2025 Doodah Open presented by Air Capital Disc Golf Club. I am Logan Harpool. Alongside me, Jordan Shafer. Jordan, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, Logan?
I am great. I'm glad we're not playing in the rain today. We already did that. So we got some exciting action for you today. Round one coming from Oak Park. Title sponsors for the event are the Air Capital Disc Golf Club, Heiser Knots, who I believe sponsored the Oak course, and Ducks Flying Discs, who sponsored the course at Herman Hill. Tournament directors were Matthew Skrinick and Jimmy Yeager. On the T-Cam, we have the man Lucas Deal, and on Catch Cam is Sean Aiton. And drone footage done by who we've been told is the best drone operator in the Midwest, Kendra Deal.
It's hard to deny that one.
Jordan, tell us about who we're watching.
All right, first up, we got Nathan Allton out of Wellington. The dude just comes out and plays Wichita events and usually does pretty well. He's got a lot of wins. Next up, we got my buddy here, Logan Harpool. Stud, probably the best player in Kansas. Current rating 1014. Look at that big old sniff there. We got Micah Tatro from Pratt. He's a kid that throws it a mile. Good player, 988. And Anthony Vance, a Wichita area local, out of Hayesville, 950 rated. Man, he looks like he is dripping wet on this day.
Go ahead and get started with hole number one, presented by Knockwood, rated one of the 5 best courses in Kansas. Technical, beautiful, worth a trip. It's worth noting, Jordan, I really didn't warm up for this event because we were coming off of about an hour rain delay, which is a stark difference from this drone footage. I threw maybe a forehand, a backhand, and 2 putts. What did you do?
I sat in the car for as long as possible. I started on hole 3, so I played hole 1 and 2 with about 10 minutes left. Got wet, but I need a little bit of warm up. I can't just jump right in and play.
Yeah, so hole 1, you want to punch it into these trees, and there is an opening, but beyond that, you're just hoping to miss stuff and maybe drive it into the fence.
First up, Nate Allton. He's flick master. This hole sets up pretty well for him. Not too bad.
Oh, yeah. Name of the game here is playing quick. I'm going to go with a Raider. And as long as you hit that opening, you're going to have something.
Ooh. Anthony Vance is a lefty. So, again, this hole sets up pretty well for him. Swings it right in through the trees. Little skip. Right where you want to be.
Real good. Mike is going to try to follow Nate and I with that forehand. And like I said, you really just want to try to hit the opening, and everything from there is kind of out of your control. Looks like he got hung up. You're going to see guys playing pretty fast, at least for the first 6 or 7 holes in this rain. It was coming down. You don't see it much in these trees here, but it was coming down pretty hard, and the more saturated the trees get, the more you'll see it shaking off of those. And a great putt by Nate from a knee. Nothing's given in these conditions. No matter how much you dry things off, it's actively coming on your hand over and over.
And Logan tapping in. Micah's the only par here on this one. This did play as the easiest hole for round 1.
And we're already soaked. 1 hole in.
Didn't take very long. All right, stepping up to hole number 2, we got the hardest hole on the course, the iconic hanging branch out of the tight tunnel. Kind of moves a little bit to the left. It's actually probably a straighter shot than you might think when you step up on the tee pad. A lot of people throw a little flip up backhand hyzer, try and push straight with a little finish. You might see a flexi forehand. Some people just try and cut this hole in half and play it for 3, or take a big chunk out of it and play it for 3.
Yeah, this is tough in normal conditions, and these today, I think we're all just trying to get out of the opening clean. Nate, people like to sleep on his backhand. It is very smooth. May not be the farthest or the most powerful, but it is smooth.
Talk about smooth, a nice little flip up right there. He'll have a long look. Tough hole for a lefty. Oh, no. And that is the nightmare on this hole, catch an early tree.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to go over that, which really isn't a bad play at all. If you can get that height, you're going to get a little more carry. And with Micah's power, he could have definitely accessed the pin, but try to get it up and down from here with a sidearm. Pretty effortless. That's a great shot.
Great shot. Good touch. So after pitching now, Anthony's got this one, throwing 3.
Those 2 early releases, I'm going to take a wild guess and say his disc is wet. That's pretty uncharacteristic. Even for someone throwing with the wrong arm, that's very uncharacteristic for Anthony.
Didn't you say he was also playing without an umbrella and very many towels?
Yep.
Yeah, tough day for that. It's a long bid here for birdie.
Yep. Why not put it into the tree? That would be a miracle to make something like that happen. But we're just looking to clean up now, and we know the rain is short-lived. This was a big storm that we waited out for a long time, and so we're aware of the radar. We want to play quick to keep our stuff from getting too wet, but at the same time, I kind of wanted to slow down so we could play these holes in better conditions, try to let the rain pass a little bit.
So Nate also cleans up his 3 and tries to not fall in the mud.
We used to have wood chips around these baskets a long time ago, I remember. And they might still be there under that water, I can't tell.
They might be. They might have also got washed off.
Hole number 3, sponsored by Dr. Christie Dyes. Die happy. Visit her website for some of the coolest disc dyes around. Hole 3 probably played relatively difficult. The 9th hardest, it looks like.
Says it's right in the middle.
So you got 2 options. Where the drone's flying here is a hyzer route. I don't know how many people are going to take that. There's also an inside route that's more direct at the pin, kind of a soft flex, but 357 feet, you're not going to get a lot of skip, even though the grass is wet. It is green and it's thick. So par here is probably good, but you're going to see Nate try for this inside gap. A little more open than it has been in the past, I think.
Yeah, it looks like they've done a lot of work cleaning up that gap. Turned over just a little bit, but he should have no problem getting up and down.
I'm going to go enforcer here on just a little bit of an ante and know it's going to come back.
I think you'll take that one.
Yeah, 100%. Anything in the circle here is pretty good.
Micah throws both spins very well. Looks like he's coming in a little deep, but maybe still inside the circle. Should still be there.
Anthony with the forehand. And it's just cooked a little bit. Should be an easy up and down for him, though. One thing, Micah is so long. His arms and legs. He actually crashed at my place for this, and I swear he grows 3 or 4 inches every time I see him. And he knows how to use his body to throw the disc, too. It's a lot of fun to watch. Nate, I don't know if he was trying to make that or not. Knowing him, he probably was, but again, it's raining a little harder than it looks here. Great putt from Micah.
That's a good putt.
I'm hiding under there, trying to dry everything off. I'm going to hop out and try to go.
And it's already wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, great putt.
It really doesn't matter how your mechanics or anything feel. I mean, the hat I'm wearing is light gray, and that thing's darker than Nate's coat right now.
You'll see Nate drop to a knee a lot for his putts. Not quite sure if that just helps tone down the power or just is more comfortable, but he makes it work a lot of the time. That's a good putt from Anthony. Good save there. All right. Hole 4, we got a sponsor, Idio Shoes. Scan the QR code and use code DISCONDEALS to save off your next pair. Best shoes on the market. All right, hole 4, 364, par 3, shooting down the gap. The pin is kind of protected here by the trees on either side of the green. Backhand flex shot. Some people will throw forehands, try to beat these trees on the left. Kind of dealer's choice, but, you know, not an easy 2, but there's not a whole lot of trouble to get into.
I'm going quick. That's an evader out of me, and I really thought I got around those. My plan was to get around them. It's bending left and have it, or bending right and it'd finish left, but I'm a long way from it.
And there we see that forehand, but yes, there's a little bit of right to left, and when you're struggling with grip, that is the mistake to happen on the forehand.
Seems like you either have not enough grip or way too much, because when the discs get clean, they get tacky.
Nate also going forehand, probably a scorp of some sort. A little short, a little low.
Give us a good one here, Anthony. That looks pretty good if it'll scoot. Just early. So none of us are really in a good spot.
Ooh. Good little upshot there.
Right in the puddle.
Wonder if that plays casual.
I don't know. I know I get casual relief later in the tournament. Luckily, the TD was close enough to tell me, but that looks pretty shallow. I think he can handle that.
Oh, my goodness. What a putt.
Yeah, I surprised myself with that one. That's my yellow warden is my throwing putter, and I thought we'll throw it up there and maybe something cool will happen, and it did.
Got that nice floaty bid from long range. It's cool to watch.
It's one of the reasons I like it, is I feel dangerous from a lot of different ranges, and I don't really have to change much. But truth be told, I was just trying to scare it, and it went in. There, see, that ain't that deep. He's good.
Yep, couple cleanups for par. Like I said, it's just a tricky enough hole. 2s are not easy, but yeah, lots of 3s. Oh, Disc and Deal's double take.
Okay, let's watch this thing back.
Sweat.
That may go in with no chains. Yeah, I think I might have told Lucas I'm going to try to do something cool for you here, but
That Disc and Deal's double take brought to you by Blue Sage Payments.
hole number 5. This is one of the few short tee. No, we played short on a couple. I can't say that. It's a mix of short and long, but this is probably the only hole that the short tee is exponentially harder than the long. Most people are trying to get somewhere right around in here and then have a long look. The basket is in the long position. In the fall, it's a whole lot easier when the grass is dead. You can skip over there, but we are just trying to get out the gap today.
Yeah, with that wet grass, it's even a little harder to get a great skip.
You see that lightning strike?
I didn't.
It was... Rewind and watch that again, because there was a lightning strike straight ahead of me. I think it was miles away, but right when my disc went out the opening. I like the high attempt, but just a little tight. Ooh.
Ooh.
That'll work. Out is good. Another tough one for a lefty. I wish there was a sucker gap to the left. You could attempt to go straight at it, but there's just not.
Anthony's got a good forehand, too.
That looks very solid.
So even Micah, not quite getting clean out the gap, he's going to have a pretty good look for his getting a 3. Yeah, and he makes quick work of that.
Ooh, man. Yeah, that's tricky. A little left, but it'll work.
It's a good catch there. And yeah, that's one of only 3 birdies in round 1 on that hole. Shout out Spencer Nieces and Kanan Ramey also getting that.
Kanan. I played with Kanan. Maybe a little spoiler alert here. I think we're going to see him in round 3. That kid's good. Real good.
Real good. All right, on to hole 6. This one's brought to you by Ducks Flying Disc. Keeper of the Chains, Wichita's premier A-tier, scheduled for September 13 and 14. Get signed up today. It's usually a good one to play.
Oh, yeah.
All right, hole 6, par 4, 548. You want to get a 3 on this one. First shot, just play out to anywhere in this landing zone, and then you've got your little backhand approach just tucked around these hanging branches, and yeah, you'll be putting once you beat that tree.
This, I recall, was one of the more slick tee pads. You see me kind of trying to figure it out there. But I'm not trying to bite off too much. This is Chameleon Enforcer. Just trying to clear the stuff, and I didn't have the pop on it that I needed at all.
Sometimes you'll see a low driving shot to try and get a skip, and other times, I bet Micah will go over the top. He's got the power.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Go up high.
The low play, if it's not raining, that's usually my play. This is a different type of grass out here. I don't know specifically what it is, but it's not a thick fescue. So the skip is usually there, but not today. This play, I have seen him execute this before, and it gets way down the fairway, but he's going to be wide open for an up and down, just a little bit ahead of where Mike and I are.
Anthony trying to bite off a little bit of Nate's line there. And, yeah, caught up in that tree. Ooh, that's an unfortunate roll behind the tree.
That's dirty. I'm so far back, I'm actually going defender here. I usually throw at least, or at the most, a mid-range, but I want to try to get something up there, and that works. Not super close, but I don't think any of us planned on being this far back.
That's just tough, having to work around that bush. But actually a pretty good forehand right there. He'll have himself a long look.
Great shot. I was worried about that out of his hand. He really wrenched it over, but he knew his disc. The thing was overstable.
Good trust.
Another smooth backhand. That's fine. That looks horrible, but it's fine. 25 feet. It's not as obstructed as it looks in there. Micah just pinched. That's so hard to commit on those because you know you're going to hit your hand on something. It may not hurt that bad, but you just don't want it.
Gave it a chance. Ooh, he was deeper in there than I thought he was from another angle.
Made me eat my words. It's because everything's all soaked. All these limbs are hanging a lot lower than they normally would. Here's my look for birdie.
Is that just inside circle?
I think so. Right around there.
That's a good putt. And a 5 through 6 start. That's pretty hot for these conditions.
Yeah, I felt good about it, despite almost throwing my back out, slipping in the mud there, getting my disc out of the basket. That, honestly, is one of my biggest concerns, is not getting hurt when you're playing in these. One little slip, and we're performing a pretty violent movement on concrete over and over. And when friction is reduced, I think it opens the door to all kinds of injuries, so we're taking it easy. Hole 7, sponsored by Double Par Designs. Visit the website today for design help for tournament flyers, custom hot stamps, logos, or social media graphics. Hole 7, par 4. This is a newer pin placement if you haven't played in Wichita recently. Usually it's about 100 feet shorter. Flex forehand, and you really don't have to bring it back. You just kind of bend it to the left and you'd hit this short sleeve here, and you could land right about in here and have a putt. Now it's backed way up, so it's definitely a shot that needs to move left and then right, however you achieve that. I've seen flip up backhands be okay. I'm trying for the flex forehand, and I leave it just a little low. Burned it over, but there's OB right if you go in the road. There is a Mando to the right, so the miss is left.
Ooh, looks like, yeah. Thought for a second he cut it too into those trees, but oh, look.
I'd never seen this before.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen the up high play. You know where it went?
I think he wound up pretty left. I don't know that it ever came back, but I could be wrong.
And like we said, the miss is to be a little left, and that's actually a really good shot. It beat that first row of trees.
Yeah. There's that Mando pole that we got to stay inside. Micah going big. He barely threw that thing. He's got a lot of power. We went and messed around with a tech disc, and yeah, he throws a whole lot harder than I do. Yeah, check that out.
Rain?
I wish, man. A little touch forehand. I should have gone with something straighter. I went justice, and it made me have to try to do something with it I shouldn't have. Just throw it right at it. Nate's going to be up there for a birdie putt. And Anthony with an unfortunate hit, but he's putting.
Not an easy shot here. Awkward stance, lots of trees, but you made it work out just fine.
Just do that the first time, how about? Don't try to get cute with a justice.
See if Anthony can ring this one up.
Micah from outside the circle. Good height, good power. Just a little more hyzer. There's a good putt.
That's a good 3. Yeah, that over-the-top shot kind of worked out for him.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't have too hard of a pitch up there.
And Anthony cleaning it up. I like this pin. I like that we made it harder. Anybody eagle it?
No eagles.
No.
Not in round 1. Spoiler.
The rain subsided about this time in the round, or it lightened up, so I bet a lot of people played it in a downpour.
Yeah, that's true. All right, hole 8. Kind of a softer par 4, 458. Well, I say softer, but it comes in on the harder side of the course. Yeah, first shot, got a backhand straight up the gut, try and land about here, and then pitch up to this long pin where that little pole's sticking up. Other people will throw the forehand out wide left, or backhand if you're Anthony. And it's the road that's out of bounds, so you don't have to worry about this sidewalk too much.
Yeah, I can throw the forehand, but that feels like working too hard. Enforcer low, just get out to the opening.
It's wide open from there.
Try to get it up and down, yeah. Needs to hyzer.
Ooh, it caught a tree. Oh, man. Kicked him out in the road.
These trees have grown up enough to make this kind of a knee knocker of a tee shot, but that looks pretty good.
Great shot. Just beat that tree. Should be able to get up and down from there.
Micah way back. We found his disc sitting in the road, and that needs a little help as well. That's going to move toward the road. Oh, real good. I was wrong.
A little soft around the basket.
Yeah.
Nate also going high. And That's
shot.
pretty great.
Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to put that on Annie. Kept it in the air a little longer, but we're right there. And Nate, a lot of people talk about people's signature shots because they throw a lot of them, but just because you throw a lot of something doesn't mean it's good. Nate's forehand is good.
Yes.
He can do a lot of really neat stuff with it.
All sorts of different angles.
Anthony with a long look here for birdie.
Hard to commit when you're staring at OB behind the basket.
Mm-hmm. Micah, good hit. I was awoken on tournament day Sunday by him putting in my backyard. Dude was awake and putting before I got out of bed. Ooh, that's frustrating. I just made a couple putts way longer than that and didn't commit. Give yourself 10 seconds to be mad and get over it.
So Nate picks up the only birdie on the card. Micah had a great scramble to save his par after the OB shot. So on to hole 9.
Hole 9, another par 4. We are playing the championship setting, which is extra long. A couple different actually, I would say 3 different options. You can go left, middle, or right. You don't see many people throwing the right gap, but if you throw up the right, you have a hyzer into the green out over the road. Here you're going to see most people try to go right up the middle, which is where the drone is flying, land short of the middle pin, and then try to punch something through pretty generous gaps in those trees to get up to the green. Nate's going to try for the left gap.
This hole has always been known to have low ceilings, but with all the rain and moisture, it's extra low today.
Yeah, makes you want to roll it, but the grass is wet. So. That's a sergeant for me and got a little kiss. I don't know how much further it would have gone. I didn't feel like it really connected much, but it's out there. Yeah, Micah, just high. Every once in a while you see one get greasy and poke through there, but not today. There's our roller.
Yeah, there's the roller. Oh, watch out.
That's real good.
Yeah, it's pretty open from over there.
That's circle 1 for that middle pin. You'll see as we get a little closer to the green, it does slope to the right toward the road. Shouldn't see anything get too skippy today. Mike, again, just a little bit high. That would have been a phenomenal up and down from way back there, though.
Yeah, he was way back.
Pin high, way left. But it's not in the road?
It's not in the road.
Easy par. I'm going Lucid X Felon here to keep it away from the road, and that works.
Good little ground play.
It's weird going back and watching yourself because I don't know why I thought that middle gap was better than going out over the road, but I guess in the moment I did. Smooth forehand from Anthony.
That's a great shot.
I just sent that a little deep.
A little bit past the basket, but he's looking.
Smooth little chip.
He throws his own well.
Give him one. Nope.
Ooh.
He's got a lot of spin.
Yeah, talk about long floaty bids.
Yeah. There we go.
It's a good putt. Again, sloping down towards the road past the basket. It's a hard putt.
Yeah. That feels good after a dink of a miss, too.
So, yeah, Anthony was a little bit past. Comes up a little short on his putt there. Good comebacker. Not easy. Sending a little bit past, coming back uphill. I don't remember if it was windy at this point. But
I don't think so. I think everything was perfect except for saturated trees and grass. So that's the front 9.
So if we take a look at our leaderboard. We got our guy Logan here shooting 6 through 9. That's a pretty hot start. Not far behind him, got Nate Allton 3 down. And the rest is all pretty bunched together there, right around par. Well,
that was fun, but we got a lot more to do.
Got a few more vids to go.
See you on the next one.